And here we go, guys. We're live on Flow Combat, flowcombat.com. Joining us here is head of Minnesota MMA social media, Jake Creer, as well as Cam Olson from Rufus Sport, recent winner on the Ultimate Fighter, the Dana White Challenger Series. Great to have you guys on board. Excited about these fights tonight. Cam, I know a couple of your guys that you train with are on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your first MMA bout of the evening. This is a 165-pound amateur contest scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet tall even, hailing from San Luis Potosi, Mexico, representing Mario Roberto Jiu-Jitsu, making his amateur debut. Give it up for Fernando Moreno.
Interesting matchup
and
here.
His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, sitting 5 feet 9 inches tall, hailing from Ridgeland Center, Wisconsin, representing TNT, making his amateur debut. Give it up for Jacob Schorsch. Your referee, Travis Mateer.
So we got a couple of fighters here making their debuts, Moreno and Schorsch, to kick off our MMA portion of the evening.
And here we go now. Jake out of Wisconsin, Vanu Warriors, small gym that we work with quite a bit. Fighting Fernando Moreno, who's out of Mario Roberto Jiu-Jitsu. Fernando's wearing the green and black. Mario Roberto Jiu-Jitsu, also home of Chad Curry in the past, Travis View, Tommy Spear. A couple of really good fighters out of that area. Mario's
great takedown.
One of the best, yeah. Jake's obviously a strong guy, Cam. You can definitely tell that.
Yeah, he's built.
He's most likely a ground guy.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
Moreno doing a nice job defending the takedown so far.
You know, and those Moreno, the guys from that gym, Jake and Cam, always have good jiu-jitsu. Mario's probably has the highest rank in Minnesota of all jiu-jitsu people. He was also 6-0 in what's the type of what do you call it? Not MMA, or before MMA even. What do you call it in Brazil? What did they call that, Jake? Not combate, but
pancrase.
Yes, no,
pancrase.
No, the other one. Where you kick to the head when they're down and everything. But whatever. Main point being it was MMA, and he's still a pretty young guy. He's from Brazil. Very good coach. I don't see him in the house tonight, though.
Schorsch looking for a heel hook perhaps here. Leaving himself exposed, but he is going to be able to advance into a more advantaged position here.
Yeah, I'd say to at least just solidify the position and work some ground and pound here. Especially so Moreno, what belt is he in jiu-jitsu?
He's at the highest of blue. I believe he's a blue.
Okay, sure.
But nothing special. I mean, Jake obviously looks like a really strong guy. Interesting to see if he's just going to try to bully his way through everything. Get in a lot of trouble in jiu-jitsu trying to bully your way through, can't you, Cam?
It can get caught pretty easy, no doubt. Especially when both guys, their first amateur fights, you don't know where it's going to go.
So the reason Schorsch isn't able to advance here, their legs are kind of tied up, if you can see on the monitor there. He's trying to advance forward into a better mount, but he's definitely stuck there for the lower half of his body. Moreno's got him kind of tangled up.
So working the half guard here. At least lower pull him away from the cage. Work some good ground and pound.
30 seconds to go, Fernando. 30 seconds to go. Yes.
Moreno attempts
a sweep. He's trying to take his back. If he can get out of this, he's going to have his back, it looks like.
I think he need.
Nope.
Schorsch probably shouldn't just let him hold on the back of his head like that. At least just work free, of that grip. And like I said, with some sort of ground and pound. Get some points down here.
So there's short time, but Moreno,
because he's really yet to do anything. Sorry.
Right. So Moreno, you can see there at the end, he's just holding on to a closed guard. If we do get back down to the ground, it'd be interesting to see him open up a little bit, see if he can attack from the bottom. I do expect Schorsch to go for that takedown again. He did have some success there for the top position, but we'll see if this stays on the feet a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'd say do the same for Schorsch. I'd just say go for the same thing, go for the takedown. Just be a little more active when he's down there, because he's receiving a few punches, but nothing too crazy. First round Schorsch, I'd say.
Jeremy, thanks to Dwayne Finley of Flow Combat, Valley Toto. That's what we were looking for.
Of what?
Valley Toto. That's what we were looking for.
Yes.
Dwayne Finley on the call there from
Wow.
Flow Combat. Thank you, Dwayne.
It was not coming to me, but and he's 100% right. That's what it was. Is Valley Tudo. So, Mario Roberto is an excellent jiu-jitsu, excellent athlete. Excited for his. He's got a really good gym of guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys that don't fight there, but it's a ton of jiu-jitsu there. You know,
Sure.
Great jiu-jitsu guys. Which is kind of the basis of most martial arts gyms nowadays is the jiu-jitsu program.
Yeah.
You know.
Jiu-jitsu is, so key, because anybody can get caught with punches, but it's hard to catch someone in submission, no doubt. So.
Now I'm curious to see here. In the first round, Jake just seemed like he wanted to muscle everything. He didn't really show much technique, just a lot of strength. And if he gasses a little, he's actually looking pretty tired in the corner there, even though he basically won round one, although not much happened.
Right.
Curious to see if he can keep up the pace, and then curious to see how Fernando's jiu-jitsu is. I don't know why we still got people in the cage here. Seconds have been demanded out.
So here we go, round two. Both debuting fighters, Fernando Moreno, Jake Schorsch.
Fernando, that's it, bud. Stick to your game plan here. Stick to your game plan.
Like you said, Jeremy Schorsch looking very tired coming out of the corner here. Round
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, cardio esque. Got to give it to Moreno.
He can barely lift his arms. Jake can. You think Cam? That's a mixture of being a little too muscular and also just the adrenaline dump of your first fight.
Exactly. Well, first fight for sure. I'd say just do with what you know. I mean, keep your hands up, especially right now. Move your head.
Moreno showing a little gamesmanship here.
He's feeling good now. I think he kind of senses that his opponent's tired.
Oh, excellent.
Still dangerous,
I'd say
though.
careful. Yeah, careful the submission there.
Definitely. Smart move by Jake, jumping to the side there.
Yeah, pass in side control and stay where he's at right here. This is great. Just solidify the position. Don't let him work that knee in.
Just when it looked like Fernando was starting to turn the pace of the tide of the fight, gets clocked.
Now we get what we want. We get that ground battle here once again. Schorsch on top. We'll see how Moreno can handle that top game with Schorsch.
Moreno's doing a decent job, at least getting his guard back, but I'd say just try to work up from here. Work back to the fence, work up.
Is it that right hand that cut him? Oh, it's Jake's nose. I thought that was, oh boy, I don't want to destroy this coat, Cam. Might have to move back a couple of feet. So when you have a good coat, you can't risk it. Jake's gassed.
Yeah, Jake seems to just be waiting to either get hit or go for the
he's
takedown.
done.
Moreno sprawls well. Attacking the body here. Now he's attacking back to the head.
Yeah, I'd advise Moreno, he doesn't need to rush, like I said.
100%, yeah.
Jake's getting a little more tired, so.
That blood isn't helping anything either.
No. Excellent.
Oh, they're going for the back.
Take the back, get the hooks in. Work on top. Yep. Yeah, strength factor, you got to give it to Jake, obviously, but.
In Fernando, I think, you said if you'd have been patient and sat back and looked for some big shots, it's an easy fight. It's an easy round to take.
Right, he's kind of Jake's just been kind of waiting when they're on their feet. So keep working, use the fence to your advantage.
Jake's got that, he's got some grit to him, because he's got not got much energy left. And that.
Exactly, just like he did there, just working little strikes, earn your points. Keep your hands up at this point, I'd advise.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Don't do anything. See, if I'm Fernando, Cam, I stay off the ground here. I force him to get up and work.
Right, at this point, he's so tired. And he's kind of just, when he takes him down, he just kind of holds him there. He doesn't do too much.
The Schorsch gets a big takedown here late in the second round.
I think he's gonna probably lock this second round in too.
Yeah. Fernando's pretty much going to be forced to finish here. At least if you're in his corner, you're telling him with some desperation that, the fight's right there, but, you got to actually finish it.
Right. Trying to work an omoplata here. Nope.
Oh, man, Jake can, even though Jake's 1 rounds 1 and 2, he can barely get up.
Yeah, he's having trouble just standing up here. It's a different world. First fight, you know, you might be excellent.
I'm not sure why here, but Mateer did just take a point away from Moreno.
Was he grabbing the cage or something?
I didn't see it, but
I'm guessing that's what it was. I'm not sure.
He's going to win this fight because I don't think that this guy, Jake, can come up for the 3rd round.
Yeah, he's in rough
he's
shape
exhausted.
right now.
That's what I mean. That's the #1 advice I'd give if I was the corner for Moreno. Say, hey, look across the cage. Look at your opponent right now. How exhausted he is.
Sometimes a lot of corners are so concentrated on their fighter that they forget to pay more attention to the other fighter. I've seen a lot of fights where a fighter had a leg just completely mangled, and the corners didn't notice because they're too focused on what their fighter's doing.
Exactly.
You know? And sometimes you have a better angle. That's why sometimes a corner and a fighter don't know want to fight. A judge does because he saw different things than you did. You know what I mean? He's looking for the fight. You know, and I always tell people, you know, it's judging a fight isn't as clean as it seems. You know, a lot of times there's stuff people see.
Well, the doctor is in there checking on Schorsch. The fight has not been called yet, but it would not surprise
I don't think he can get out that. I don't think he can get out that. I don't think he can get out.
So that's not the first time we've seen that, Jeremy. You know, in an amateur fight with guys debuting, it's happened before where a fighter will get whooped up on for 2 rounds, but the fighter who's winning doesn't answer the bell because they gassed himself out.
Well, we actually had it happen once. John Molina actually mounted someone the whole 1st round and rained bombs on him, and then didn't come out for round 2.
The one that was raining bombs, really?
Yes, he mounted the guy the whole time.
Wow.
Actually, the guy sitting right over there. But
Fernando, they're both 0-0. It's a learning experience, your first fight. So
interesting. When Fernando goes, someone, well, how'd you win the fight? You know.
I outworked him? Question mark.
I was still there. You know.
Yeah.
I answered the bell for round 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake is just, I think that broken nose, I'm guessing that's a broken nose, Cam. I think that just shut down the cardio completely.
Yeah, he did say to his coach he couldn't breathe out of it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
definitely.
The opponent was unable to answer the bell. Your winner by TKO